Chris Craven, Getty Images. After Sunday's Week 16 action, 3 teams captured division titles. A pair of NFC clubs saw their postseason hopes disintegrate due to crushing losses, and 3 spots remain contested going into regular season finales. The holiday season brought cheer to the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Rams locker rooms as both teams won the West in their respective conferences. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid took a joyous moment to another level with his Santa Claus costume. Head coach Sean McVay didn't dress up as a fictional character, but he proudly led a Ric Flair-like cheer with his Rams team. On a somber note, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, fell short with a mistake-filled 21-12 loss to the Seattle Seahawks at home. Quarterback Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions, and wideout Dez Bryant lost a fumble after his first reception. The Detroit Lions, an underdog among NFC contenders in the hunt, suffered a disappointing 26-17 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFC South doesn't have a division title holder, but the Carolina Panthers and New Orleans Saints clinched playoff berths with victories. How does the postseason picture look after Sunday's action? What's left to be decided in Week 17? Current AFC playoff bracket. 1. New England Patriots, 12-3, first round bye. 2. Pittsburgh Steelers, 11-3, first round bye. 3. Jacksonville Jaguars, 10-5, versus Tennessee Titans. 4. Kansas City Chiefs, 9-6 versus Baltimore Ravens. 5. Baltimore Ravens, 9-6 versus Kansas City Chiefs. 6. Tennessee Titans, 8-7 versus Jacksonville Jaguars. In the hunt. 7. Los Angeles Chargers, 8-7. 8. Buffalo Bills, 8-7. Current NFC playoff bracket. 1. Philadelphia Eagles, 12-2, first round bye. 2. Minnesota Vikings, 12-3, first round bye. 3. Los Angeles Rams, 11-4, versus Atlanta Falcons. 4. New Orleans Saints, 11-4, versus Carolina Panthers. 5. Carolina Panthers, 11-4, versus New Orleans Saints. 6. Atlanta Falcons, 9-6, versus Los Angeles Rams. In the hunt. 7. Seattle Seahawks, 9-6. Atlanta Falcons control their destiny. Seahawks need help. Sean Gardner, Getty Images. The Atlanta Falcons could have clinched a playoff berth but struggled to move the ball against New Orleans Sunday. Running back Devonta Freeman fumbled on a costly error after his defense forced a turnover. Still, the Falcons could put their past behind them and claim a postseason spot with a victory over Carolina at home. Atlanta won't have an easy matchup since the Panthers still have an opportunity to win the NFC South. At this point, it's difficult to predict which Falcons team shows up in Week 17. But the Seahawks hope it's a struggling club that only scored 13 points against the Saints. For those who buried Seattle after an embarrassing 42-7 loss to Los Angeles, there's lingering playoff hope for this squad. Of course, the Seahawks need a win, but they also need a Falcons loss to claim the NFC's No. 6 seed. Seattle will host the Arizona Cardinals in Week 17. Baltimore Ravens win and they're in. Patrick Smith, Getty Images. It's best for the Baltimore Ravens to keep it simple, win and they're in the postseason as an AFC wild card entry. Nonetheless, a loss wouldn't necessarily push them out of the picture. They could also clinch it with a Buffalo Bills or Tennessee Titans loss. The Ravens escaped with a 23-16 victory over the Indianapolis Colts. However, this team didn't look like a playoff-caliber squad en route to victory with missed assignments on defense. Their next opponent, the Bengals, already crushed the Lions' hopes. If Baltimore isn't careful, The postseason picture could become murky after a defeat. The Ravens shut out the Bengals 20-0 in Week 1. Marvin Lewis may coach his last game in Cincinnati, per ESPN's Adam Schefter. We'll see how his team responds to possible uncertainties ahead. Pick 1. Tennessee Titans, Los Angeles Chargers or Buffalo Bills. Adam Glanzman, Getty Images. Pick 1. Los Angeles Chargers, Bills or Titans. One of those clubs will play in January. Tennessee would hold on to the No. 6 seed with a victory and a chance to move to No. 5 if the Ravens lose. However, Tennessee has another tough matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who backed their way into an AFC South title through a Titans' Week 16 loss. Head coach Mike Mularkey's group won the first meeting between division rivals 37-16. But running back DeMarco Murray suffered an LCL injury. Per Schefter, Murray only racked up 28 total yards against the Jaguars in Week 2. But Tennessee's three-game skid doesn't bode well for its momentum heading into a must-win playoff situation. After surrendering 44 points to the San Francisco 49ers, expect Jacksonville's defense to return to its stingy form in Week 17. The Chargers host the Oakland Raiders in their regular season finale and would slip into an AFC wild card spot with a win. Titans loss and Ravens win or a Bills loss to the Miami Dolphins. Though Los Angeles hasn't played well in its last two games, averaging 13.5 points in those contests, along with a victory. Buffalo needs Cincinnati to upset Baltimore or losses for both Los Angeles and Tennessee. For those placing wagers, go with the Bills finally clinching a playoff berth after a 17-year hiatus. The Titans will likely lose their fourth consecutive game. Raiders head coach Jack Del Rio will probably coach to keep his job. According to Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio, there is a 50-50 chance he'll need to look elsewhere for employment after a disappointing season. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.